So we have our pieces cut out. These right here, this is felt. And I used iron-on backing. I haven't ironed it on yet, but for the felt, I've got iron-on backing for that. Then I have these cute green buttons. I didn't have any orange felt. I'm just using scraps here. So I put iron-on backing on this orange fabric, and I'm just gonna iron it in place. So for the wings, I have four pieces cut, if you can see, 4 pieces cut. I'm gonna sew these together, stitch around this edge, and then I'll probably turn it inside. I'll actually sew them together face together like you would a pillowcase, just like this on top. Sew around the edge, and then turn it inside out like a pillowcase, iron it, and then, and then I will probably just fold this top section down and put a stitch across this, right there across this onto the front of the owl. And these are supposed to be flappy. So once you get them sewn together and you stitch it on, they don't stitch it all the way down the front of the owl. You want them to be flappy. Now me and my little girl, Eliana right here, my sweet pea, I have a button, or what is it called? An open square stitch that I've been talking a lot about. I taught her how to do that stitch with embroidery thread. And so I've got some really pretty gold embroidery threads, orange embroidery threads. We might put an embroidery open square stitch. And so I will attach the video. I do have a video for that. Also, I used, for the body of the owl, I had a fabric quarter. This is the base. This is the base of the owl. And when you piece this together, you want to sew the base to the front part of the owl right here. And then, you'll do exactly the same thing, the 2 pieces facing each other, and stitch around the outer edge, stitch it together like a pillowcase, and then you'll stuff it. And I also put a bag of rice just in a Ziploc baggie at the very bottom, so it has something heavy at the bottom. But you'll stuff it with that polyester batting, put the bag of rice at the bottom, and then whatever gap you have left, you'll hand stitch that bottom part. But I want to show you, I used a fabric quarter for this black fabric, and it was just a little bit too small. So the last back piece, rather than go to the store and get more fabric, because I'm not like that, I'm just using scraps. Rather than get more fabric, I'm going to piece this together. And so these 2 pieces, this is the back, and it will be sewn together. I have this really pretty, it's just dollar store thread, and if it works, I'm gonna stitch ribbon. I'm gonna stitch this ribbon down the back. And so the back side of the pillow will have this really cute orange glitter, and then the front side of the owl will be the opposite. It'll tie into the, have the eyes on it, and then it will have the orange beak. So that's what I'm planning on doing. Hopefully it all looks great. Everything always comes out cuter once it's pieced together and you see it all done up. Anyway, this is just basic instructions for how I'm piecing it together.